people seem to like hearing my voice weirdly. Weirdly enough, it seems even though to me I sound like a whiny child. It's weird. Honestly, I find it extremely weird. But hey, if it helps, it helps. Gotta get used to this again because I haven't played as this character in a long while now. It's been almost a full month since the last Lilith. It's still pretty useful.
It was.
Oops, I forgot to. I forgot I still need the other controller. Wakanda forever is awesome. At least as a phrase. Let's hope I don't die. That is almost one to. Damn it. Damn it. Loss after loss today. Oof. I don't see that. Not really much choice there. I got way too close. Within a small room. Many ways to escape.
The moon. One makes you small.
Hey, that's actually helpful. Nice. There we go, now I can see it. Okay, mulligan. When I don't have any health to spare.
The hanged man.
I am barely alive. Ooh, Demon's Tail. What's this act do again? How does Demon's Tail work? That's actually pretty useful. I think I'm gonna keep that instead. Because that is significantly more useful than what I had prior. Sadly, I don't have the best luck with items, as is pretty evident from previous videos. But when I do get lucky, oh boy, do I get lucky. Well, looks like I'm probably gonna end up dead here. Thank God it was the red dude. Well, the red monster. And sadly, no coin. The little chest is gonna make things a heck of a lot easier, though. Simply due to the fact that, hey, I get chests. With the mulligan, this is actually better than that. Ooh. Damn it, I wish I had a single coin so I could see what the thing is, and hopefully it would be ah, well then. Stitch tail doubles all spawns of flies, so that's like really fucking good. Is there any other ways to double them? Or is it there only the way to make them stronger and do more damage? Aw. This can cause an exponential increase in
I found pills.
okay. I will. Ooh, this would actually be really good. Just need one coin. Exactly one coin. Two coins. That's better than one. Yes, I get it. Bad joke. That's massive. I'll be right back. sit down and start eating. Hopefully my face do not like not liking stuff I like. That mean that I recharge via damage instead now? You're a bomb, buddy. You are the bomb, buddy. The fool returns home. It's interesting how the fool is oftentimes the one that survives. Yeah, I'm not grabbing that. I want to go. Those are what I thought. That might actually be really helpful. Never actually started before. It restarts the floor if I remember correctly. knew the future, maybe. But heck no, I don't know. There's a lot of reasons why I love this game. But the main reason, it's simple, straightforward, and it's actually got proper content instead of a bunch of microtransactions that are no fun whatsoever. And when a game relies entirely on microtransactions, it's just a poorly made game. I understand that's apparently an unpopular opinion, but it's my opinion, and that's about it. Nothing's gonna make me change my mind on that. Microtransactions are overall a bad thing. DLC, it's okay. Microtransactions for the purpose of purchasing DLC is not only weird, it's costly to the customer without real benefit. And if there is real benefit, then you're just paying to win. It's kind of just a big back and forth between every side of that argument. So it makes no sense to change my opinion when both sides really don't care anymore. Sure, some people care. Most people don't seem to. I certainly do. I do not like microtransactions very much. Sure, I will spend a little bit of money sometimes, but I'd prefer them to be optional entirely. And that the microtransactions can be all obtained just by playing the game. Like, for example, Call of Duty Cold War's specialty weapons, like the toxic one, the shotgun. I personally think that would have been a good idea if they just didn't make it like that. Is there anything I missed? No, I got that and that, so it should be good. Move on to the next area. But in my opinion, microtransactions are just DLCs split into tiny little pieces to try and scrounge as much cash out of the person without real benefit to the person purchasing. At least DLC actually have a reason for you to pay, because it's actual content.
Luck
In general.
down. Microtransactions
Net negative. Straight up net negative. No real benefit to it being a thing at all. 90% of the time, the people that make the content don't even get the money from it when you pay for it. So you're not supporting anybody. You're literally just paying a company to rip you off. And rip its own employees off. Sure, the employees get paid, but they don't get paid as much as they're getting.
Down.
Yes, I will still.
Paralysis.
If I really want to, if I really like a skin or something like that, yeah, sure, I'm willing to shell out a little bit. But I don't do it on an often enough basis for it to really be worthwhile for them to even try and give me microtransactions. And I know that there's little kids, which big thing is that that's really predatory when it comes to small children. It's basically just encouraging children to take their parents' credit cards and spend it on whatever. Those kids don't have jobs. How else are they supposed to get those really cool skins in a game that they like? It is not fair to the vast majority of people. Especially when those skins and stuff improve the game in a way that makes it unfair to play against if you haven't. That's just really shitty gameplay at that point. Because the minute that you can pay for a massive advantage in a game, that game's already basically dead. Because it's basically already dead to me. I shouldn't say it's basically dead. It's basically dead to me specifically. Because the minute that's the thing, I don't see likely to pay money on. I do love Cold War. I like how it plays, but I don't like the fact that you can pay for an advantage. Even if it's a small advantage, it's still an advantage. Especially when the game is pay to play, like Call of Duty games. Microtransactions in a game that you already paid over $100 for is not only a dumb tactic, but really not good for consumers, because they get used to it. If I shell out $100 for a game, I want it to be finished from the start, first. I want the game to actually be decent. I want the game to actually make sense. And I want the campaign to be a campaign. Looking at you, Call of Duty 4. What's up? Regardless of what my opinion is, it's still just an opinion. Everyone sees things differently. And that's a fact of the matter. There's no reason to see it another person's way if they're not paying. That's just the fact of the matter. I mean, hell, if I were paid like $50 to square off a game, I would. It's as simple as that. I need the money. What else am I gonna do? It's the same for promoting a game. People will promote anything nowadays. Just for a little bit of money because it's so tight on the cost of living. The cost of living is so high that my family tends to end up running out. Aren't able to get the things that we need sometimes. And that's not how it should be in a society. In a society, people should be able to reliably at least make enough. Not be having to pull strings and do shit that you really shouldn't have to just to make ends meet. And microtransactions in this economy is just not realistic. The fact that they still try and push this stuff is just bad. It's not good for anyone. Because if this becomes common, more common than it already is, it's really fucking common. What's gonna happen to games of integrity? And also, if I pay $80 for a game, I don't want to have to deal with it being shut down a few years after. Some of my favorite games are gone. I can't play them no more. Even if I I had the disc. Does not. There is no realistic reason for why that should be the case. The fact of the matter is that there's games that are older than I am that still have online servers running. And how, you ask, when the companies keep claiming that it's so costly to keep the servers running? It's not as costly as they think it is. Sure, keeping one server running isn't expensive, but for a game that's extremely old to still have online servers almost 18 years after it was made is masterful, because they still have more than one server, and they ain't complaining about it. They ain't griping about it. People love the game, and so they were willing to just keep it running. I miss the times when actual companies were just small developers. The current gaming landscape is just not worthwhile. It's not worthwhile to purchase their games. It's not even worthwhile to even consider it. Not at this point. Not after how many times that they've just completely shut any doors for any kind of actually decent gaming. Simply by refusing to make the game playable. Vanguard is a good example. Lots of people loved the game, but the vast majority of people hated it. And for, honestly, really good reason. I liked the campaign. I hated the multiplayer. People hated the entire game. But with the rise of AI in gaming, it's just become a growing issue that really shouldn't be a thing. There is no point to playing a game just to have it taken away from you.
Tears down.
If they can take away a game that you paid $80 for in a year's time, how many people do you think spent the entirety of the money that they earned over the week on that game? And now, all of a sudden, because the company decided it doesn't need to be on there anymore, it's gone. You can't play it anymore, no matter how hard you try to find a way to do it. There is entire game franchises that are just gone. No traces of them. Nothing but a few tiny little pictures. Some minor videos of them. Any game developer that tries to say otherwise is just fundamentally wrong. It doesn't cost much to keep a server running, even if it's a small server. And creator-generated content, if you're gonna add it, credit it. Don't just add it and not say anything, because somebody actually worked hard on that. There's people that make their livings off of stuff like that, and doing so is just wrong. And if an AI uses something as an example or a part of something it makes, mention it. Don't just leave it sitting. It's just, not only is it rude, it's horrible, because that person won't ever see any of the money that they're making off of their content. It's just so rude. I really can't explain it. It's just bad. It's bad business practice. Sure, you can get away with something here and there, but doing it repeatedly is just not gonna help you in the long run. If these companies actually cared about the customers and cared about their profits, they wouldn't be doing this. That's why Stop Killing Games is so big right now. Is because what the fuck else are we gonna do? We're just gonna sit down and let it go by? Hell no. We're gamers. We fight against shit like this. When people, horrid people, bait kids online, do we just stand there and let them? No! We fucking beat the shit out of them. Whether it be by social or by in person. We do not let things like that slide. And the fact that some people are defending these companies, real people, not just the bullshit that the companies put out, are protecting these people. They do not deserve this protection. They don't even deserve the clothes off our back. If they were homeless. If they were people, they wouldn't deserve it. They're horrid at their job. A game is supposed to make people happy, not make people broke. Not make it so that people can't eat. If a game does that, it's quite obviously not worthwhile to pay for it. And no matter what, I'm never going to. If it comes down to it, I will just ignore any new games that come out. The fact that Nintendo is trying to make us pay so much money for shit that we already had, shit that we don't need, is just... I mean, I get their companies and all that bullshit. That's bullshit. They're still people. They're just rich people that don't really have a conscience. They don't care if people are having so much trouble. And it's just sickening. It's just the fact. It's sickening. If it were me, I'd be like the creators of Binding of Isaac. They kept the game, and they made it good. That's why my favorite games are Vampire Survivors, Binding of Isaac, Risk of Rain before it got purchased. They actually put effort into their games instead of just claiming they do. The comparison between the effort of Binding of Isaac versus the effort of things like Call of Duty, this clearly tastes more because it actually put time, put the work in to do the coding. Every recent COD game that's come out broken. Riddled with AI, stolen materials. I mean, hell, why the hell should we give a shit about their games when they don't give a shit about us? Is my main point. I wouldn't. That's why I'm not ever going to play BO6 or BO7, BO8 until they get their shit together and start making things good again. I ain't even going to be willing to play Halo games again. And I love the original Halos. I really liked Halo Infinite. Not its multiplayer though. I still find the multiplayer shit. And nonsensical. Because of microtransactions. But they did a good job of microtransactions. Even if I still don't really like the fact that they're there, they did what should be done. They made it so that it's entirely cosmetic. None of the special little bullshit that you can get actually affects the game, which is good. I like that. That's something I praise about Halo Infinite. Other games? Holy hell, have I seen a lot of games where it's just pay $40 for this one tiny little shit. $8 for a single image that isn't even a real image, it's just AI generated. For $40, $10, $8. Hell, I've seen a game that you pay $100 for a player card. $100. And that's all you get. I mean, like, seriously. If they're dedicated enough fans, and they're willing to pay that, sure. But it's still going to put a lot of people in the gutter. The rise in homeless people is also something that can be attributed to the massive increases in price, especially in Canada. Right now, prices are soaring through the roof. That's why we're cutting off anything from America right now. American companies do not deserve us giving them money when their president is shit. And I know I shouldn't be attributing this stuff to these things, but there's a connection. There always is. And those connections are big. Because not only do they harm the people that play the games, they harm us. Everyone. Not good. And I'm never going to pretend like it is. No matter how much time passes, there's no one that can convince me that killing games, making microtransactions so common, gambling in games, like for example Roblox, a lot of the things in there are just gambling. It's predatory. And the fact that more people don't fight against these things, more companies specifically don't fight against these things, it just really ruins a lot of the faith I had in a lot of companies in the past. I used to have faith that we would be dealing with horrid things like microtransactions in a Call of Duty game. But here we are, and now they're putting out AI slop for money.
Justice.
AI slop that ain't even good, either. I mean, sure, I'd be willing to shell out a little bit of money for something that's good from an AI. But if it ain't good, why the hell am I shelling out $12? Huh? It's just not worthwhile. I really hope that these types of things get banned or dealt with in some way, or at least regulated. Regulate. Don't allow things like... I'm sorry, it's just bad. I love games. I always will. Especially indie games. Indie games are my personal favorites when it comes to games. Because I can trust that there's going to be decent content. I don't like pirating games either. Because to stop killing games, people are having to. People are entirely copying entire games on purpose. Simply because there's no other way to play them at the moment. And the fact of the matter is, it's really easy to make a game able to be played offline because it doesn't need servers. Just make an end-of-life thing. Like they keep trying to say, would be a bad thing. It's not, you're still making money off of the game, it's just offline now. Sure, you're not going to be making as much, but people still buy them on newer consoles. Anyways, I have I have the digital and the physical copy of several Call of Duty games, and I still pay for a bunch of the DLCs whenever I can because I like the old ones. If they just kept doing things that they did there, they wouldn't be in the type of water that gaming is today. We wouldn't be here doing this, right? I wouldn't ever have had to even think about things. But thanks to gaming bullshit that's going on right now, I have to. Because it's not only my pocket that's going down the drain, it's my family's. Family is more important than anything. I'm gonna stop talking now. My point is already well across. I've already killed Heaven, so I got the hell. Sorry for the rant. It's just I feel very strongly on the topic. There's just one thing I want to ask the game companies, if I can. Who do they think they're fooling with this stuff? I mean, seriously, who do they think they can fool?